Good day everyone and welcome back to my quick review series for aluminum profile rig accessories. Today we're taking a closer look at the SimLab integrated monitor mount in its single screen version. Quick disclaimer up front, I received this product from SimLab free of charge but received no other compensation for this video, and of course all thoughts and opinions are my own. Monitor mounts for sim rigs come in two fashions: standalone monitor stands and mounts that are integrated with a rig. The former allow you to mount any size of screen and bring that in until right behind your wheelbase. This approach comes with benefits to the vertical field of view, which can be a great thing in certain open wheelers or go-karts, as it lets you see more of the road and your wheels at correct field of view settings. But these setups can be fairly expensive and take up a lot of space in your place. A smaller screen can therefore be the preferred solution, and triple monitor setups and ultra-wides will often give you a far greater horizontal field of view than even the biggest TVs. Bringing these in as close as possible means placing them on top of your wheelbase, and with correct field of view settings, this will often get you dangerously close to not having any dashboard in the frame at all. So the goal then becomes to not only mount the screen as close to you as possible, but also as low as possible. And that's where integrated monitor mounts can play out their strengths, as they let you place the screen above your wheelbase with millimeter precision, absolutely maximizing the field of view you can get from your screen. An added benefit for motion rigs is that with the screen mounted to your rig, you no longer have to worry about the wheel in your hand moving relative to your car's dashboard. So let's have a look at SimLab's version of an integrated monitor mount, the aptly named SimLab Integrated Monitor Mount. In its single monitor variant, it consists of two laser-cut aluminum pieces that mount to the uprights of your rig, two short 20cm 40x40 support profiles, and a 68cm 40x40 crossbar connecting the two sides of the mount. The final piece of the puzzle is the VESA plate that'll attach your screen to the crossbar. The triple screen version then comes with additional profiles, angle brackets, and VESA mounts. As far as compatibility is concerned, this assembly will mount to essentially any aluminum profile rig that has two vertical uprights. The total width of these uprights should be at or below 68cm, as anything wider would require a longer crossbar. With regard to screens, the triple screen mount can technically fit up to triple 32s, but is recommended only up to 27-inch screens, while the single screen mount has no officially specified limit. Common sense dictates though that anything beyond the height of a 32-inch 16:9 screen doesn't really make all that much sense mounted on top of your wheelbase. And as you may have guessed by now, the integrated monitor mount can also take ultra-wides, such as the popular Samsung G9, without any issues. The assembly of the integrated monitor mount is fairly straightforward, and if you've built an 80/20 rig before, you pretty much know the drill. Note that getting the screen up on your own can be difficult, and I'd recommend getting someone for help, at least for large and heavy monitors. The VESA plate is only L-shaped, not U-shaped, and so you can't hook it into the crossbar. Instead, you attach the VESA plate to the screen, then hold the screen up against the crossbar while putting in the bolts from the top. I'd really like to see the VESA plate extended and bent around the crossbar at the back. Being able to hook it into the mount first and put in the bolts after would just make everything so much easier. Now, the new Vario VESA adapter already allows you to hook the screen into the mount, but it's currently only available in sets of 3. Ideally, I'd like to see it selling in quantities of 1 as well. And to make sure that buyers don't miss it, it might not hurt to offer it as an optional extra for the integrated monitor mount on its product page. Anyway, once the screen is mounted, you might find that it wobbles around quite a bit. At least that was the case for me, and it has nothing to do with SimLab's mount. The problem is rather the somewhat underdimensioned VESA 100 mount in use, even on heavy 49-inch ultra-wides, as well as the screens themselves being somewhat wobbly. So here's how I fixed it. First, I mounted the crossbar on top of the support profiles. This way we can move it back until the profiles touch the screen's backside. I then took some corner protectors for furniture and glued them to the tip of the profiles. With some mild pressure, these will already do a good job of keeping the screen in place. To also provide some support from the bottom, I took the two extra pieces of 40x40 profile that come with a P1X and mounted them to the top of SimLab's Fanatic Podium wheel mount. I also equipped these with corner protectors and lowered the screen to sit on them with some mild pressure. This way, even the heavy Samsung G9 sits rock solid, to the point where I see no issues running this with a motion system. So let's take a look at the flex of this assembly when shaking the mount and screen by hand. And in a driving scenario with strong force feedback on a bumpy track. This footage is made with a Fanatec DD1 set to 100% force feedback, resulting in peak torque figures around 20 Nm. As you can see, the integrated monitor mount is a very solid mount with next to no flex, and thanks to the few little tweaks I made, even the screen itself sits like it's glued in place. Now obviously not everyone is using a wheel mount made from aluminum profiles, so getting the bottom support in might be a bit tricky. If you have a good idea on how to support the screen from below with other wheel mounts, please let the world know in a comment under this video. However, for normal, non-motion use, the backstabbing support profiles equipped with some corner protectors will already do a fairly good job of keeping the monitor still. Coming to the verdict then, the integrated monitor mount in its single screen version is a very good solution to mount your screen directly to your aluminum profile rig. It's solid, easy to assemble, and its design allows you to take some extra measures to suppress monitor wobble. My only point of criticism concerns the VESA plate that makes it a little harder to mount the screen than it needs to be. As far as I can tell, the Vario VESA mount, also from SimLab, would already remedy this, but is currently only offered in sets of 3. However, the integrated monitor mount as it is already a very competent product and gets my recommendation. But what do you think of it? Head down to the comment section to let me know. And while you're down there, feel free to leave a like for this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to ring the bell to make sure you won't miss out on future entries in the series. If you want to further support this channel and you're looking for some new sim racing hardware, please consider buying via the affiliate links in the description below. With all of that said, I hope you're having a great day, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.